Alright guys, so a ton of people have been asking, is Facebook saturated in the Christmas season, in the fourth quarter of the year? Is it worth getting in? Is it worth starting a business in this season? And my answer is absolutely. Of course there's going to be more saturation this time of the year because all the big brands start spending more money in advertisement. You get a ton of people just testing products and trying to make it work. And generally speaking, like the costs do go up. But it doesn't mean that you can't get something profitable for you. It doesn't mean you can do $100 a day profit, $200, $300 a day profit. I feel that's not an excuse to wait until the season is over. Because I'm gonna tell you, like, if you get started right now and you don't get results, it doesn't mean that if you get started in January or February, you will get results by then, right? So it's really, really relative. A lot of people, I've been seeing the groups and the Facebook groups, like people that start advertisement, and they're saying, I'm just gonna wait till this season is over because obviously it's more competitive, a lot of people are buying, but since everyone is jumping in and spending more money, I'm just gonna wait till this season is over so there's less competition. The first thing I wanna tell you is there's always gonna be competition. Like competition is gonna be in every single niche. People also ask me, hey, what is the best niche that doesn't have competition? Every single niche has competition. Obviously some more, some less, and some niches have a more literal targeting or a more obvious targeting than others, so the keywords are more saturated. Generally speaking, everything is saturated. Everything has saturation, and there's people trying to sell stuff in every single niche. But the internet is way too big. Facebook ads is way too big. There's enough for you to make an extra $10,000 a day in profit, $30,000, $50,000, even $100,000 a day, a month in profit. Right? It doesn't mean that because people are advertising more, you can't get a small piece of the pie. You don't need $500,000 a month in profit to change your life. I mean, you could change your life with $5,000, $10,000 a month in profit. What I mean is that you should not see saturation as a limiting factor from taking action. If you want it bad enough, you should start today because you could perfectly have amazing results by tomorrow if you take action and actually test something that's not out there or something really, really unique. I'm gonna give you some tips now on how to actually go unique and get something working on this holiday season, because it's like a sword with two sides, right? So it can be really competitive, it can have a lot of saturation in certain interests, certain niches, and in certain countries in Facebook ads, or you can also get amazing low cost. You can get a lot of conversions, you can increase your profit margins simply because people are spending more money on this time of the year. So it's like two-sided situation. But to be on the good side and not be competing with everyone, it's not about just giving up, or it's not about a secret niche. It's about the marketing angle. It's about having an offer that is more engagement than other people's offers and also something more unique, right? So for example, in the USA, usually you're gonna get higher CPMs than in worldwide. You're usually gonna get higher CPCs than in worldwide. Why? Because the more advertisers that target the US, the higher the costs are, because everyone's like in a bidding war, trying to outbid each other to get the impression and to show their ad, right? So obviously when you have a ton of people doing that, saturation increases, costs go up, and Facebook is gonna be like, hey, you want a piece of this pie? This really good converting pie, then you gotta pay more to show your ad. Okay, so obviously it makes sense, that's how it works, there's no problem with that. If you have an engaging offer, your CPMs and your cost per clicks won't be very high, right? They won't be $30 or $40, like some crazy numbers. They will be really low because you have an offer that's not in the market. So when I do product research, I don't go for what it's already selling. Like for example, when I do Facebook research these days, I'm actually using it for the opposite. Like I don't go to Facebook to look for products that are selling. I actually go to Facebook to check if the products that I look for have some sort of competition. If they do have competition, I don't test them, right? So now I only use Facebook to see if other people are selling so that I don't test those, right? So it's kind of like the opposite. Before I was going to Facebook looking for the engaging offers, the best products, the best offers, and those ones I sold because I was like, hey, there's more engagement, right? So there's more likes, shares, and comments, more credibility. So yeah, this has to be selling really well. When I went to test it, I saw that they didn't react very well. So I was like, man, this doesn't make any sense. And that's usually because of competition, and because if I could find it, so can thousands of people around the world if they have a decent product research experience or knowledge. So what I'm doing now, I'm going for unique offers, right? So I'm not sure, I don't have that guarantee of engagement that will tell me, hey, this is selling, this is reacting well on Facebook. I don't have that guarantee, but I actually have a better chance of making it work if I get in first, right? So I'm kind of like sacrificing one thing for the other. I'm sacrificing the guarantee of, hey, will it work? Or to get the advantage of, hey, I want to get in first with this new offer. So that's how I'm approaching things now, and I'm going to Facebook to look for products. Like for example, if I have a bag, a cat bag, and it's really, really unique design, so I go to Facebook, I put like cat bag, order here, or buy now, or 30% off, 90% off, whatever, and I try to look for that bag. I try to see if there's any engagement, any competition, and if there's a lot of competition, I don't test it, right? I'm just gonna test the ones that I'm gonna get in first. So that's how I'm using Facebook. So just like I'm talking about different things here, about techniques, strategies, product research, but also mindset, but everything is related. So just to have like an overview on the mindset part, you should always get started regardless if there's competition or not, because competition is always going to be there. There's always going to be marketers trying to get their cut, and there's enough traffic, enough people around the world to change your life. That's thing number one, right? That's the first thing I want to say. You should take action today, because you can change your life today, but if you wait, it's going to be the same thing. You will be actually generating skills all these months, so it's not worth waiting. You should definitely get in right now. And now obviously you're coming into a time where more people are spending money, so this is the time you have to be the most creative, the time where you have to go like crazy with the ideas, crazy with the product research, crazy with the ad creation and the angle that you use on your ad. So now more than ever, you should spend more hours on product research. You just spend more hours figuring out who your audience is, what kind of offer do they want, because most people around the world, they're not doing that. They're just copying everyone. So when everyone copies each other, obviously you feel a saturation. You're like, you launch 10 campaigns and man, your CPMs are like $30, $40. You're like, man, no, I'm just like Shopify is dead. This stuff doesn't work. It's not that it's dead. It's not that it doesn't work. It's not that it's super saturated. It's that obviously, like, if all the products that you test are copies from everyone, you're stealing from other marketers, all your CPMs will be high, and you will be like, no, I tested 100 products, all of them were terrible, I lost 10K, and this doesn't work. It's not that it doesn't work, it's just that every single product that you tested was not a good option, right? So now on the other hand, if you take this side that I'm teaching you right here, if you go through this other route, that it's a little bit more time consuming, because kind of like not risky, but it's not risky. I feel you can even get better results by not seeing engagement on Facebook, because you're gonna get in first, right? So regardless if it's a less engaging offer, if you get in first, you might as well get good numbers. So if you take this route, I feel that you will spend more money and you will actually find something that works faster if you're going with a strategy of testing a lot, right? Because you want to get in first. That's the main thing. That's what I teach everyone, and that's like the main concept. I do encourage you to test a lot, but if you test 500 products that are copies from everyone, I'm telling you, even if you're the person that tests the most in the world, it's not gonna have like amazing results. So that's it, guys. It's saturated. Doesn't mean you can't get your cut. It's always gonna be saturated. Be ready for more people to get into e-commerce, into internet marketing. It's just a normal thing. You either adapt, or either you die, or you're left with nothing. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully this clarifies. Go for it. Be unique. Keep testing. And if you like the video, just subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram below this video. You're gonna see the description. Just click on that link. Follow me on Instagram. I'm throwing a ton of good tips over there in my stories, stats, and all that stuff. So you're gonna love it. See you in the next one.